and he was light, which meant he was quick. He didn't come to fight, basically. He came to run around the ring and enjoy himself, basically. I opted for a bigger opponent, but we couldn't really get anybody. There was nobody available. So we took Seferi, had a good record and tough chin, and he took me a few rounds. I was happy with it. Very happy, actually.
You wanted more?
Listen, I was prepared to do 10, 12, 25.
Ben, did the fight play out as you expected?
Listen, it was always going to take a couple of rounds to find the groove. You know, everybody knows where it's all come from. But it took a couple of rounds. Once he got into his groove, you know, it was improvement. But that's why Frank's gave him warm-up fights, and that's part of the reason why Tyson knew that Frank was the right choice, because it's the right path to go down. You know, it was never going to be Tyson's best performance of his career.
I thought it was.
It was about getting.
I enjoyed myself more than that than I did in Vladimir's fight. I really did enjoy it.
It was about getting in there and getting the first one out of the way.
How nervous were you, Tyson?
Listen, I wasn't like maximum nervous, but I'm not going to say I wasn't nervous. After so long, and you're like going under the lights again and being the main event and big crowd, it was a bit dodgy, really. But listen, I enjoyed it. I wouldn't change a thing. I was happy with how everything went. On to the next one. I won 26-0, 19 inside. Not a mark on me. I'm going to go home tonight and have a pizza and then get back on it tomorrow.
Ben, did you like him sort of play acting a little bit with his opponent in the first couple of rounds? What did you make of it?
Listen, I know Tyson pretty well. I was expecting a bit of it, but when he got his act together and got his groove on, it was some good stuff in there. Obviously, like we say, listen, they're warm-up fights for a reason.
How much credit, Tyson, does this man deserve?
1,000,000%. Look, I wouldn't be boxing, that's a fact, if me and Ben didn't hook up in Spain and decide to train on. Never had no ambition. Ben gave me the ambition back. And he's a fun guy to be around. He deserves all the respect he gets, and he's a good looking lad, and if there's any sexy ladies out there, pass your number on to me and I'll make sure he doesn't get it. I'll call you instead.
Yeah. Is the plan still, say, a couple more fights for Tyson before we move on to the big ones? And are you two going to do another dance again like you did last time before the fight? When you 12 in the ring?
I'm pretty realistic from the beginning. I told everybody from the beginning, don't think we're going to be pulling in big names for his first fights. A few fights to get the rust out of his system, and that's how we move forward. We picked Manuel Char simply because we picked Seferi because he fought Manuel Char and he'd gone 10 rounds with him, and that's what I was looking for. Somebody who'd gone some rounds. As soon as he got clipped, he got that uppercut. I think it was in the 4th round, and then obviously he sat out. Which I've got to be honest, I was a bit disappointed with. But I suppose I'll see where they were going with that.
Frank wanted him sprawling on the canvas, Frank, didn't you?
Yeah.
Another 10 seconds.
See you get some more rounds under. And realistically, I don't care what anyone says. He says it himself. Nervous for the couple of rounds. Coming into that crowd. I think that's the best reception he's had.
And if I'm brutally honest, I could have knocked him out 10 seconds. Really, could have done him in the first round. That's being honest. But what would that have done me? I got 4 rounds instead of 30 seconds, basically, and I enjoyed it. I got a good little 4 rounds in. TV exposure, baby.
And he's got another stone and a half to shift.
Yeah, there's still a bit to go.
Losing all that weight, it's draining. And I think he's done brilliantly, in doing that and getting to where he's at. So a bit more weight off, and I think it's just step up each time. The 2 champions, Wilder and Joshua, are both out of action anyway, so no way that fight was going to... He would have taken him for his first fight back, Anthony Joshua, I know that for a fact. But Anthony Joshua's fighting Povetkin. I think Wilder's got his mandatory, so they're out of action. They'll fight this year, they won't fight again until next spring. And in the meantime, he's not sitting on his backside. We've got to just keep getting rounds under his belt and getting him in more competitive fights, and that's what we're going to do. The next one's on the 18th of August at Windsor Park on a Carl Frampton build. And I'm just looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing him back in action. I know Ben and him are going to continue to work very hard in the gym, and they know they've got lots of things to work on. And he's happy. He's in a good place, and the public love him. They like him, and I'm pleased for him that he's finally getting.
Can we get someone 7'10" next time, Frank? So nobody's got any complaints.
I'll at a stretch.
What's a realistic time scale if you're talking world heavyweight unification?
Well, those 2 guys are tied up, aren't they? That's the point of it all. They're tied up. They've both got fights, and they ain't going to fight twice this year. He's made it very clear, Anthony Joshua, isn't he? He's fighting in in the autumn. So he's fighting in the autumn. Let's say he fights in September. If it is September, he ain't going to fight in December. That's for sure. So it'd be. You've got to say how it is, not what all the rubbish people are putting out there. That is how it is. They are the facts. In the meantime, he's got to be busy. He's got to get fights, and he's stepping up each time. I'm going to step up next time. And I want him to get some rounds. It's all about him getting rounds. It's all about getting in there, getting that rust out of his system. And tonight was the first major step, and that was a great step to get in there, get that nervousness away, get on with it, and do what you have to do.
Frank, you've worked with many different fighters throughout your career, loads of different personalities. What's it like working with the Gypsy King?
Brilliant. He's fun.
I'm the biggest one of all of them.
He is. He's fun. I told you, it reminds me of the early days working with Nats. It's fun. It's spontaneous. I mean, the way in when he's picking the guy up, I've never seen anyone do all this sort of stuff. Do things like it's what he is. He's fun and he's got a.
You brought the dance moves out of it, Frank.
Sorry.
You brought the dance moves out of it.
Well, he didn't let me get into the groove. I tried to do my best, and I wanted to lead, but he led. But no, it's great, and this is a process. As I said from the beginning, we'll work through it at our speed. Nobody else is going to dictate what it is. At our speed, the objective is for him to get back the belts he never lost in the ring, and that is going to take a bit of time.
Tyson, you threw one or two combinations during the first fight. You're a bit disappointed they pulled them out so quickly you couldn't step it up and show what else you know?
It was what it was, to be honest. He took a couple of hard punches and he didn't fancy it, did he? He told his corner not to send him out for round 5. And I was saving him for round 5 because I said to everyone I'd knock him out in round 5.
He got caught that uppercut, I think, in the 4th round. He got clipped and turned his head. I think that was it. He didn't want to know. Simple as that.
Listen, I was fit, I was ready. I could have fought anybody. I was happy with the performance. Very happy with the performance. On to the next one.
I don't know yet.
Somebody big.
Somebody big. Somebody who's big. Anybody? Big people? No, we're looking at a few guys and want to get it nailed down within the next week, and we can announce it. We're having a press conference in Belfast on Wednesday, so we'll be in Belfast then and go from there.
So you'll be at the absolute peak by the time it's Joshua for a while then?
Listen, never mind Joshua or Wilder. You're in the press conference of the MAC. So any more about him and I'll put you out. Mona Frank.
I'll let him. No, I'll go to. It's. Keep saying about this thing about fighting one, and they ain't around. That is the end of it. They are not available to fight at the moment. That's a fact of life. There's other fights down there. Bellu's name keeps coming up. There's something to be done. There's plenty of other names there, but he needs to get the rounds under. He needs to be in the ring regularly. If he's in the ring regularly, he will get in a position. As I say, it's easy to make world title fights. Very easy to make world title fights. The objective is to win them and defend them. And he needs to be in the position where he can do that. He's got a good team around him. He's in a good place. He's happy. He's having fun. And the name of the game, as I say, is to get these titles back. And that's what we're working on.
100%.
Tyson, who would you like next, or certainly the next 1 or 2 fights?
Say that again.
Who would you like next?
Somebody with one leg. That's who I want to fight next. No, listen, I'm not really bothered. I'm ready. I've trained hard. I've done a lot of training. 6 months to be precise.
I'll pick the opponents.
Whoever they pick. Doesn't really matter to me. They're all the same anyway. Whether it's Seferi or whether it's whoever, they're all the same really, and the outcome will always be the same. I'll always win because all I do is win, no matter what, and that's it. Listen, they're all bums anyway. Wilder, Joshua, Parker, whoever else, they're all shit. They're all as good as Manuel Seferi, whatever his name was. And listen, I'll have a world title by the end of the year, no problem. And if you liked it, thank you very much. And if you didn't like it, well, blame Ben, and that's it. Because he told me to do it, didn't you, Ben?
So, with the weight, how much does fatigue play?
Say that again.
With the weight, obviously you've lost a lot.
Yeah.
But you still want to lose more. How much does fatigue come into it when you're over your maximum weight?
Fatigue, nothing. And when I was 28 stone, I could spar 15 rounds with 4 different guys. Listen, I've got a natural engine. I wish it was 15 rounds. It was what it was. Any more questions? Yes, it was. It was a fantastic ring walk music, wasn't it? Yes, thank you very much. Closed him right down, didn't you, Frank? Next question. Any more before I go home to bed?
How realistic is Tony Bellew?
Sorry?
How realistic is Tony Bellew fight?
How realistic is Tony Bellew? It's up to Tony Bellew.
Listen, I want someone big. Small ones, I don't like them. Big. Look at Joshua Wilder, they're all over 6'5", so I've got to prepare for people like that.
I understand.
Big guys, big, slow, ugly fellas. That's who I want.
BIG.